Yo, what's going on, guys? So, obviously wasn't around a lot today. I was still like monitoring charts and whatnot while I was still or took a few trades. Couldn't alert because we're not allowed to have our cell phones. It's a classified area, so we're not allowed to have cell phones. So, couldn't really get the plays out to you. I wish I could have because today was super clean. There's a lot of good plays today. Um, so let's get into it. I'll kind of show you what I've seen. So, obviously coming into today. We had this like very indecisive candle. This candle closed above, so usually you would expect to take up the previous day high because the body closed above this one. But with these wicks and stuff, it's very hard to tell, right? So this morning we ended up we took Friday's low here, right? We took Friday's low, and I was like, okay, well, if we took the Friday's low, we're probably going to be long biased for like to at least up to the Friday's high. So going into today, the biggest thing I was watching was this, and I kind of pointed it out to you guys this morning. I was watching here. You could have drove it. You could have drew it from here because just because the order block's here, or you could have drew it from here. Either way, I was watching this coming into this morning, and we rejected it pretty nicely, right? So this morning the biggest thing I was looking for. Obviously we have these nice highs up here, right? We have this high, we have this high, and these are the highs we like to target, right? Because they're all like they're not obviously equal highs. They're kind of relative equal highs, but they're off by a lot. But on the higher time frame, like they still look nice, right? Like they're not like stabbing like wicks like these where you can see where liquidity was grabbed and then obviously the price went the other way. This is like a very smooth highs where price should draw to. But the biggest thing was obviously this was 4 hour premium, so above the 50% mark here, and then we rejected down, and then came back a little bit, whatever, came back down, tapped into this 4 hour OB here a little bit, and then obviously, and at the end of today, we're inversing this 4 hour. So this 4 hour is going to be key overnight, right? I mentioned this a little while ago. I think it's fairly obvious, right? We'll get rid of this because now we're going to inverse this 4 hour. What happens when a 4 hour gets inversed? We go to that last 4 hour swing high. So look what happens here. We have today's high, we have Friday's high, and then we have these CPI highs, right? Up here at 1756 that it seems the market just does not want to take. I thought we were going to take it here, thought we were going to take it here, we didn't. So I think if we close over this, we're going to try this again. This is going to be your 4 hour order block here. So we're going to put in a 4 hour order block. We're going to have a 4 hour inverse here. So I think overnight or into tomorrow will be bullish. So obviously coming into today, let's break it down here on a smaller time frame. So the 4 hours what I'm going to watch tonight, right? Maybe we get a pullback into like this 15. Maybe this would be some kind of good long. Especially if we get over this 15, right? This 15 is going to be key tonight and into Asia. If we get over this, we have relative equal highs up here. Here on the 15, we have these highs. If you go down to the 3 minute chart and you look at today's highs, you see these are your 15-minute highs here. Look, all these smooth highs, right? We have smooth highs here, smooth highs here, and then look at these. These are equal highs on the 3 minute chart, 1 minute chart at high of day today. So it seems like that's exactly where we're gonna draw to up to 1734. And if we're going here, most likely we're gonna go back and take all these highs as well, right here, and then our CPI data highs here, right? So that's what I think going into this evening. And then the biggest thing that I seen this morning, right, was let's see if I can find it here. 15-minute. So 15-minute chart this morning was this is where I got my bias this morning. So we had these. So we had these coming into this morning. What do you notice here? We have smooth highs, right? This kind of looks like our 4 hour chart right now, right? Like we have these kind of like high, and then like we have 15-minute here. We have high, all kind of close together. What do you notice? They're all smooth. They're all smooth highs. What sits at smooth highs? That's where your liquidity is. That's where the market wants to draw to, right? So market comes up, takes all of these smooth highs today, takes your high from yesterday, Monday, and then what happens? We dump. So that's why coming into this morning, I was particularly bullish just because based on this, and we had taken a previous day low down here, right? We took Friday's low, which means we should be looking for longs to maybe like previous day high or areas of interest, which this morning would be up here. And these were 15-minute equal highs as well. We see NQ is now pushing over this 15. Just confirms like we're going to be bullish probably going into tomorrow. Anyway, getting off topic. The cleanest setup I seen from that today was this, right? I mean, very, very textbook 5-minute inverse, right? We had this. It was on a 5-minute, and I believe it was a clean 3-minute as well. The 3-minute was up here, so the 5-minute offered a little bit better risk reward, but you still see like I wasn't there, but I'm sure and I hope someone took it. So we'll draw the 5. You see, you got a 5-minute closed above. You got your retest here, and then obviously delivered. This would have been your first target. So you could have gotten in at right at 16,900. These equal highs were up here, I believe, at like 985, and you could add 85 points of NQ right there, which is more than enough for anyone's weekly goal, right? So that was the first trade that I seen today. That was like absolutely textbook. So obviously, then coming back down this morning, obviously we we came back here. I thought we were gonna be bullish here and go back up to today's high, or I mean CPI highs, because we got pretty faked out here, right? Um, so we had 50%, right? We hit 50% nicely. Came back up. We inversed this 5. Um, you see, we closed above it, and then we ended up just slicing down back through it, just a play that didn't work, right? I mean, but you still got to be careful. The problem with this play was like your risk reward is just huge, right? Like it's a 9:30. I mean, that's a huge 5-minute, FVG, and you're only gonna hold. You're only gonna go aim for like here. So I mean, it's barely not, if not even 1-to-1 risk reward. Just not something in because we're so high. But and I mean, it looked nice, but it just did not work. So that was one that I probably would not have taken, even looking at it, just because I don't like to chase stuff like that. The second nice one that I seen was down here, right? We came down here. We did not take this low, right? You know what? We did not take this low, but look what ES did. ES took the new low, right? So ES takes the low here. So we know NQ can get bullish here. So ES takes the low, NQ doesn't. So we get this trade. It looks even better. I think on the 3-minute was even better. The 3-minute here, you see we got boom, boom. We close above, get a nice retest here, take a little drawdown, and then we can take it all the way back up. I actually took this one on my personal account. I waited for the retest here. Got in at like 86. Thought I was gonna get stopped here, but the I knew this trade had really good odds of working because what we had an SMT with ES, NQ didn't take the low, ES did, so we had our SMT. We knew we could be bullish here. We had 3-minute equal highs. They were 5-minute equal highs as well. The 5-minute inverse, the 3-minute inverse. We had very good odds of this trade working. So I mean, you could have held a runner after here. Looking at hindsight, there's like nice kind of equal highs up here, up at what 950 or so, we'll call it. I exited right here, right at the equal highs, just because I mean I entered at 86, got out at like I think 908. I exited just prior. So what 20 a nice 22 points there, plus the long from this morning. Just very very clean price action today, especially even on the long side, right? There's some really nice shorts today too. Let's look at those real quick. So obviously I showed you the nice 3-minute this morning was right here. That went for 35 points if you longed up here. If you took this one, let's see here. This If you took this short, because this was what our last 3-minute in this leg. So what you would have done is you wait for this close, you short the retest. Your stop is a close above this 3-minute. You're aiming for what? You're aiming for this low. This ends up delivering 45 points. Like it was just such clean price action today, right? And then I mean for the most part. And then what else do you see? Okay, we're still bearish, right? At this point, when I see us come back down and like this, and I'm like, oh, like I see stuff like this, 15-minute OB forming, 15-minute OB. I'm like, okay, this is a big 15-minute buy model, sell model down to this low, but we had the SMT, so obviously this sell model did not complete. So I'm like, okay, like I'm leaning bearish here. So the next thing I'm watching is this one. I'm watching this 3-minute. What happens? We close below, we get the retest, and then you aim for down here at 892, and there you go, right there. And then you notice we take that liquidity level, and we get a nice retrace back up. We take all this LRLR, nice little downtrend we run, and then if you notice at these, we also had nice equal highs sitting up here. So you could have taken this. There was no real good entry, unless you just kind of like chased it, which is obviously never the best idea. But I mean, like I said, this was another good potential long. Just shows the power of equal highs, right? Downtrend plus the equal highs, go up, take those equal highs, push back lower. So like every time we took this low and we went up here rejected, like if we're gonna come down for this low, but we're gonna come down lower, because why would we just bounce here to go up here, just to come back to take this low and go higher? Like there's obviously something else we need to take over here. That low ended up being right here, and then obviously the SMT with ES. There's one more that I wanted to show you. Let's see if I can find it here. So this was another example of the 3-minute model that I'm kind of working on right now. And backtesting, you see we get last 3 minutes of the leg, right? There's no other 3-minute here. So as long as this gets inverse, we can enter a position targeting this low. And you already see what happens, right? You have the best part about this 3-minute model is this. So you are targeting from 914 all the way down to 891, we'll call it. So you're looking for 23, 24 points on NQ with a 3-point stop loss. So you're like your risk reward's like 8 to 1 here. It just makes trades so, it makes the risk reward so appealing, right? So I just want to show you that. Got to close below the retest. You would enter right here, taking 3 points of drawdown, and then freestyling right to those 892 lows. So that was that. Like I said, so there's plenty of trades in both directions today. Very clean, like longs, shorts down here, nice inverses, from here to here, and then obviously now we're pushing back up higher here on NQ. So like I said, reiterate what I just said. I like these. I like how these highs are all right up here. It means there's liquidity pushing towards it. We have a 4-hour OB. We have this 4-hour inverse here now, and it just kind of shows us price pushing over this 4-hour OB. Just think we're going right up to 1734. I think that's fairly obvious here on NQ. Let's see what happened on ES today. I'll try to make this quick here. So the biggest thing I'm noticing about ES, right? I mentioned this a couple days ago. This 4-hour order, this daily order block, right? Look how price is respecting the CE of this daily order block. So you've seen price has tried 1, 2, 3 times now to come down here and push lower, and price just won't. What's that tell us? That leaves us with a bullish bias, right? Until like price closes below the CE of this order block of this order block wick, I'm gonna remain bullish here on ES, just because I've seen this plenty of times where price tries to push down and it just can't. Tells us price is most likely drawn back higher. We have your CPI data highs would be here right here at 48.37 on ES, and then we'd be looking, and obviously we'll see if we can get any kind of displacement up. But that's the daily on ES. Still looks bullish to me. 4-hour doesn't look as clean, obviously because NQ looks a lot more bullish here to me. Let's see here. So this would be your ES right now. Do have 4-hour equal high. These are 4-hour equal highs here. So I do like this, but notice like we just keep rejecting like it at the 50% mark. Obviously, we're trying to push over it here now, but you want to see ES push over this 4 hour or two. I really get bullish. Let me make sure these are actually equal highs here. One, two. Wow, those are triple 4 hour triple equal highs here sitting on ES. So that's very telling, I think. So that's something I'm going to keep in mind. Just want to see ES push over that 4 hours. So I'm really watching for on ES here. Probably want to see it push over this 15 minute as well, right? So push over there, then we obviously should go push it up to these highs. Again, what are these? Look at all these smooth highs here. Smooth highs. Look, liquidity sitting there. Market attacks it, wicks it, takes all those stops out, retraces all the way back down to the lows where there's these smooth lows, and then we're gonna push right back up higher here. So that's everything I've seen from today. Let's go take a quick look at DXY. Did not look at DXY today. Just want to see what she's looking like on the weekly. So very interesting here. So DXY is pushing over this weekly fair value gap. It's up into this daily order block here. Um, if we keep pushing up here on DXY through this daily order block, obviously this weekly FVG is showing no isn't showing no fight anymore. We're still pushing through it. Like just like down here with equal lows, DXY does have these equal highs up here as well that are sitting inside of this weekly fair value gap. So it wouldn't surprise me to see DXY even push a little bit higher here. Like I said, but we could reject it anytime on this daily order block. But okay, so 12 minutes already. Sorry guys. I just want to go over today because I feel bad. There's so many good trades, and I didn't get to point a lot of them out to you guys. Hope you guys had a fantastic day. Hope you didn't get beat up too much. Hope you guys, and we'll see you guys in the morning.